she suffers. You're too kind to wish that on anybody, but you're not here and I am, so I get to wish for whatever I want. Of course, the one thing I wish for the most. Everybody talks about moving on, letting go, living my life. It's easier said. I miss you, Brando. I miss you so much.
So good to see you. How's your mom?
Oh, she's hanging in there. Ryan really put my mom and Mac through the ringer.
Well, look on the bright side. Ryan is dead, and Heather is going away until she rots. I say good riddance to lunatics.
I'm still reeling from all of this, though. Not only was Heather the hook the entire time, but her last victim was Austin.
I know. Have you talked to him?
No, I left a message, but I didn't want to push.
I hear you. It's hard to know where that line is with an ex.
Okay. Now we're talking about you and Chase. Am I right?
Oh, what's the matter? You hurt your shoulder? I told you to take it easy. What'd that punching bag ever do to you anyway?
I was overcompensating.
Oh, yeah? For what?
I'm sick of being in limbo. I want to be a cop again.
When the sounds of choppers faded from the air above Spoon Island, one notorious criminal was dead, another was in... and their legacies were cemented with the birth of their grandson and the trail of devastation each left in their wake.
I take it you have notes.
Just one. Masterful. Congratulations, Alexis. You've nabbed the scoop of the year.
Baby, sure you're feeling up to this?
Yeah, I'm fine. Honestly, it's probably just like a touch of that bug that's going around. But I haven't seen my sisters in ages, and there is no way I am missing this brunch.
They're here. Come on, everything's ready. Ready. Happy anniversary!
No.
This is so lovely. It's not every day you ask me to breakfast.
Well, it's kind of been a long time coming. I really owe you on this.
Oh yes, for wasting my time in court over a case that should never have been brought to trial.
I was thinking more of the moment we shall call the elevator incident.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I was only doing what anyone would do when they discovered a colleague had been drugged and swindled.
Well, regardless, this is an expression of my gratitude.
Oh. Is that all this is?
Damn!
Yes!
Got me. Yeah, there was something else I wanted to talk to you about today.
Oh. Eileen, thank you so much for meeting me here.
Of course. I didn't realize we had any current business at GH.
We don't. But I have been given a task that just... it feels impossible to me, and I realize that you are the best person to help me with it.
Sam insisted that I escort Molly to this so-called sisters brunch.
Well, we know that you celebrated your anniversary at Curtis and Portia's wedding.
And the first year of domestic partnership deserves a celebration.
I mean, we're borrowing from birthday tradition here.
Okay. Well.
Oh.
Make a wish. And blow out that candle.
Yay!
What can I say? Right place, right time.
Thanks to the tip from Smoltz.
Hate it when he's right. Just reminds me that he would actually be good at his job if he had integrity.
Well, he may have given you crucial information, but it was your deductive reasoning that unmasked the hook.
It was a major get.
One you should be proud of.
The glory is not all mine. I couldn't have done it without you.
Look, man, I know you hate not being on the force.
Especially after a big operation like the one on Spoon Island. They caught the hook. Ryan Chamberlain is dead. Esme Prince has been recaptured. And where was I?
Yeah, but look, I missed out on all that too, man.
Well, because you were in England with Sam working on another case.
Yeah, we were tracking down Esme Prince's nanny.
How'd that? What'd you find out?
She told us that Ryan Chamberlain was Esme's biological father.
See, you're proving my point. That was good work, by the way.
Yeah, and it's work you can do too when you get reinstated.
If I get reinstated.
I have every reason to believe that the board is going to see your merits and they're going to reinstate you.
We're still a long way off.
Oh, would you have some faith, man?
I'll try. In the meantime, there's another bad guy I can take down.
It has been a challenge navigating my professional relationship with Chase now that we're no longer dating, but on the bright side, soon enough we will no longer have a professional relationship and he will be free of me completely.
Did he fire you as his manager?
Music was never Chase's dream. It was mine. He loves police work and he's probably going to be reinstated as a police officer in the next few months.
How do you feel about that?
It makes him happy, and I'm happy for him.
That's great. How do you really feel?
I'm actually happy for him, Maxie. Look, Chase, he deserves to follow his passion.
Yeah, so do you.
And I am. In fact, aside from the ones he already sold, Link gave me back my catalog.
That's great news.
Yeah. So, I can shop those around, build my slate of artists.
So, why don't you seem happy?
Because I still don't get what I want.
Whatever you need, I'm at your service. You look kind of tired, maybe. Are you sick?
Oh, I haven't been sleeping well. My alarm clock must have a short because it wakes me up at all hours. On top of which, the heat stopped working.
Oh, dear. Maybe you should stay somewhere else for a few days until you can sort out the heating and the wiring.
That won't help with the nightmares.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. Well, the reason that I asked you to meet me here.
Yes.
Anna Devane's body has been recovered. Or rather, I should say what the French authorities believe are Anna's remains.
My condolences.
Thank you.
I hope this gives you and Anna's loved ones the closure that you need. When will the body arrive?
It's already here. Anna's body is down in the morgue. And I am the one who's supposed to identify it. Bouncing theories off each other. That's what led to my eureka moment with Heather. After that, it was just a question of me confirming my hunch.
I might have helped get the wheels turning, but this was all you.
Just take the win. I mean, come on. We're good together. So why bust it all up?
Suddenly I'm sensing a return to a subject we put to...
CU will let you work at the Invader.
I told you, conflict of interest.
I know, conflict of interest, and I'm telling you that I have researched 6 publications and all of them have actual professors working in their editorial department. So why is PCU setting a different standard for their faculty, specifically you?
Alexis, why can't you just let this go?
I'm gonna stop Link Brown. End his career as a music manager. Maybe get him charged, just for good measure.
Maybe you should remember that he's one of the reasons you were suspended in the first place. You had harassment to the assault. You're not going to get back on the force.
Brown gets handsy with his clients. And I mean, really handsy. He is abusive, he's controlling, he's manipulative, and that's all that we know about. There's probably so much more.
I knew the guy was a sleaze, but I didn't know he was doing that. Yeah, that's That's no good, and he needs to be stopped. Why don't I have a chat with him then?
No, I won't do anything.
Well, how are you gonna do good by working for him? How's that gonna stop his behavior?
Proximity gives me opportunity. Sooner or later, he is going to slip up in a way that is verifiable.
Right, okay. And when he does, you better be far, far away from him.
I take it you are referring to Chase. Chase and I are over. He has made that more than abundantly clear. In fact, I think he's moved on.
Chase is interested in someone else. Who?
Sasha.
Sasha. Are you sure?
Not sure, but they've certainly been spending a lot more time together lately.
Okay. Well, they're friends, and I'm sure they're just being supportive.
How sure?
Like 98% sure. You need to talk to Sasha.
Why? Whatever's going on between them, it's none of my business. Look, Chase and I are over. I may not have him, but I have my music back.
Yeah. You still don't seem that pleased.
Because it came with strings. I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. What's wrong with that? Well, one of my main goals when I started was to nail Link to the wall, for sexual harassment and coercion and all the other sleazy stuff he does.
And you persuaded Chase to help you.
I did. And he was totally into it. So when he finds out I signed an NDA and can no longer speak publicly about what Link did to me, he could think that I prioritized my career over doing what's right.
I don't think the NDA is going to be your problem. You need to check with a lawyer, but there's this little thing called the Speak Out Act. An NDA can prevent you from talking about work product, like intellectual property.
Lyrics, contracts, deals.
Exactly. But any contract that restricts your ability to talk about how you've been treated, like misconduct in the workplace or sexual harassment, those can't be enforced anymore. You should look into it.
I will. That still doesn't change what I did.
Chase is understanding. I am sure he will forgive you.
What does Chase need to forgive you for?
So, exactly how offended should I be that the pleasure of my company just wasn't enough for us to meet?
Your company in itself is reward enough.
Oh, stop. Go on.
I wanted to bring you up to speed, given some recent events.
Yes. You mean Heather Weber being identified as the person who stabbed me with a hook?
Well, she's confessed, which means we're removed from the problem of having a trial.
Which means I don't have to testify. How nice. Because believe me, I was not looking forward to reliving that. You know, it's interesting. I put my clients on the stand every day, but boy, it's different.
When you're the one that's attacked. I get it.
Yes, well, of course you would. I mean, you yourself were the victim of an attack recently.
Shouldn't one of Miss Devane's actual relatives make the identification? Well, it's just that, her daughter lives all the way across the country. What about D.A. Scorpio? They were married. Yes, they were. It's just that, the French authorities have made it clear that, the body, there's been some decomposition, so... Yeah, I'm sure you can understand why I wouldn't want to expose one of her loved ones to a visual like that unless that was absolutely necessary.
Of course.
So, unfortunately, it's my duty as a city official to assist the gendarmerie. But so help me. I have been here for hours, and I just can't do it. You need support. I need you to do it.
The other way while Link manhandles his female clients.
No, I am not. But what I am telling you to do is maybe report him. Or I don't know. I know it's difficult, but maybe see if you can convince some of these women to come forward.
You know as well as I do, these types of allegations are hard to prove. Either everyone comes forward or no one does.
Okay, I get direct involvement, but for you, it's a bad idea.
Why? These women endure this because they think that if they don't, Link will end their music career. I don't care if my music career ends. In fact, I can't wait. I am the perfect person to take him down.
Okay, but you know how this works. You take him down, he's liable to take you down with him. And then what happens? The CCRB gets wind of your little one-man operation, and there goes your chances of reinstatement.
I know there are risks, but I don't feel right about leaving these women in Link's orbit to do this alone.
No, nor should you. That's admirable. Just to be clear, are we talking women plural or one woman in particular?
Is everything okay with you and Chase?
Nothing major. Just music business stuff.
Well, I admire you, Brooklyn. The way you're juggling 2 careers, I crumbled under the pressure of just one. What? No, you didn't. What you went through was not a reflection of your capability or professionalism. Don't sell yourself short. Oh, you know what? I think I left my phone in my coat pocket, which is really strange of me, but it happened. So you two talk amongst yourselves.
I think it's so incredible what you've done with Chase's music career.
Thank you.
Are you thinking of taking on other clients?
Actually, it's probably time to explore new horizons.
The question is, why are you willing to let this go?
I know my limits.
The only limits you have are the limits that PCU has shackled you with. You should just quit.
Alexis, you find journalism gratifying, yes?
No. Certainly more than I thought.
And when you were practicing law, if someone told you you should quit and run the Invader or just be on the staff,
I'd refuse.
Because being an attorney was your first love, was it not?
It was. And teaching is yours.
You know, this may sound flowery, or probably just plain pretentious, but I really feel that the knowledge I've imparted is my bequest to a better world.
Okay, that's lovely.
And if anyone should understand how painful it is to give up a career that you've poured your heart and soul into,
I get it.
Besides, just because I'm not officially working here doesn't mean that we can't continue to collaborate. As you said yourself, why bust up a good thing?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking there must be a way to build on the momentum of this story. And my ideas are yours, free of charge.
Who's ready for a toast? Oh, pour me some sparkling water, please, because I think I got a little bit of food poisoning when I was in England.
Okay. TJ, say when?
Actually, sparkling water for me too. I'm due at work, and the hospital's really strict about their doctors drinking.
You guys are squares, both of you. Molly, you won't let me drink alone, will you?
Come on.
Well, okay, yeah, you know what? Maybe just a small glass. Thank you.
My dad called to wish us a happy anniversary, by the way.
Oh, how is Sean doing?
Great, and not at all surprised that Alexis cracked the hood case.
I just hope Heather Weber's capture brings Gladys and Sasha some peace.
Well, that is why it is so important for us to celebrate these milestones. Birthdays, anniversaries, and even the little successes in between. To the people we love, and all of the milestones.
I'll drink to that. To TJ and Molly.
You want me to identify Anna Devane's remains?
There aren't that many other people I could trust with this, Eileen.
Forgive me, Mayor Collins, but I don't have the impression that you trust me.
No? Why not?
You rarely call on me for assistance, and you're often dismissive of my efforts.
Oh, okay, I'll admit I was short with you when you were talking to Warden Brewster about the Spring Ridge escape.
You clearly did not want me there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the first time that you actively cut me out of the loop when it was important that I stay informed.
But being informed is not necessarily being involved, Eileen. Okay. I'll admit it. I have been keeping you at arm's length.
May I ask why?
Yeah, I let my personal sensitivities cloud my judgment. But then I realized that we don't have to be adversaries, do we? It's just that you're such a strong administrator. And you will be a great successor when I decide not to seek re-election. But it's just that I need to know that I can count on you when it matters.
Understood. I will go to the morgue and make the identification.
Eileen, I can't tell you how grateful I am to you for this, really. That you would step up in this way is something that I will never forget. Thanks. She's on her way.
I'm so sorry, Robert. I should not have brought up a sore subject.
Public knowledge. Me. Holly played me. I fell for it.
I'm assuming she's still recuperating from her burns in Europe.
Holly has some challenges ahead of her. Regardless of what's happened, though, I wish her well.
I may not know Holly well, but I know this second chance meant a lot to you, so I'm sorry.
Why?
Because you are. Deep as first love, and wild with all regret.
So sad. So fresh. The days that are no more. Good old Alfred.
To Tennyson. You know, I was thinking about you during that time, and I was hoping that Tennyson was getting you through.
Not just Tennyson.
I hope you find the perfect singer for every song and make stars out of all of them. That's the dream. It's tough to make many moves under this guardianship, but I'm starting to think about my own future. And does that future include anyone else? Are you trying to ask me something specific, Brooklyn? Oh, my phone was in my purse the whole time. What do you know? So, what'd I miss?
I can ask you a question. I want you to answer it honestly.
Instead of lying and evading like I usually do.
Yeah. You and Brooklyn team up to take down Link. Are you worried about your feelings for her coming back or anything like that?
I mean, maybe they will, maybe they won't. Either way, it's worth it to see this through. Do you remember how aimless I felt when I got suspended the first time? For a guy who's wanted to be a cop longer than he can remember. It didn't feel good to lose my purpose.
And what about singing?
That's a paycheck, not a purpose. But I want to help people. And if I can't do it as a cop, I'm going to do it this way.
Dr. Kevin Collins would lend a unique point of view to a think piece.
Kevin is not only Ryan's brother, he's his twin and his victim.
To share your exact DNA with someone who's both your physiological and moral opposite, it's a great angle.
I like it.
You think you'd be willing to talk about it?
There's only one way to find out. I'd also like to interview Esme, even though that young lady has got some problems of her own right now.
That's right. Oh, I apologize. I completely forgot that. Congratulations are in order. You're an aunt again.
That's mean. Yes, I know Nicholas is having another son. I also have no idea where he is.
Well, then it's a good thing you have a knack for solving mysteries.
Gregory, about the job.
Just when we were having such a nice chat.
Humor me, one more question.
Fine.
If PCU hadn't gotten in the way of you taking the job at the Invader, would you have accepted it?
I'd have liked nothing more.
Thank you, Sam and Christina, for this very thoughtful surprise.
Yes, of course.
You're very welcome.
Growing up, I never knew what I was missing, but through Molly, I have sisters. Thank you both for always making me feel like family.
Oh, you are family.
Yeah, and you're trapped and there's no escape. But it's only because we love you.
I love you too. All of you.
We do. Seriously.
I'll see you tonight.
TJ is traditional and I am not. But I really do appreciate you guys celebrating the commitment that TJ and I made.
Well, love is always worth celebrating.
Right back at you and Dante.
Oh, my sisters are happily in love. It could almost give a girl a complex.
Oh, come on, stop. When you meet someone, and you will, they will not know what hit them.
Because I'm a wrecking ball.
Because you are fantastic and smart and beautiful.
Yeah, face it. We are kind of magnificent. And we only deserve the best. And that includes you. Only good things for the Davis girls.
How old are you?
You'd better be calling me new.
Oh, that isn't my two favorite members of my former profession. Am I interrupting?
Would it matter?
As it turns out, I have another appointment. My, how time flies.
Thank you for breakfast.
No, yes, thank you so much. Was that business or discovery?
It was breakfast. I want to thank you, by the way, for alerting me before the identity of the hook went to print.
Well, it's the least I could do. How you feeling?
Like I no longer have any excuse not to go out, live my life, take a breath. And you? Deciding which shelf to dust off for your Pulitzer?
That's a bit of a stretch.
You're on your way.
I would be more on my way if PCU weren't being obstructionist.
And what is that august institution up to these days?
The school's administration won't allow Gregory to join the editorial board.
Why not?
Conflict of interest.
How?
Exactly.
Well, what does he have to say about this?
Nothing. He doesn't want to give up teaching, so he's accepting it.
Oh. And I'm guessing you're not?
No. Because you know how I am.
Mayor Collins.
Hey, TJ. Oh, sorry, you're at work. Dr. Asher.
It's fine. I didn't get a chance to thank you for stepping in last minute to officiate my uncle's wedding. You were incredible.
Thank you. It was my honor. So tell me, how's your Aunt Stella doing?
On the mend. Yeah, thank you. If you don't mind my asking, what brings you by GH?
Closure.
Excuse me. Can you direct me to exam room 3?
Sure. I remember you. You're Dr. Finn's dad.
I hadn't realized I was famous.
Professor Chase.
Oh, Dr. Ashford, good morning. I'm looking for exam room 3.
I can show you. This way.
Thank you.
Don't tell me you caught this bug making the rounds.
If only.
You're next, Eileen. You're next.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Are you Deputy Mayor Ashby?
Yes?
I'm Mo. I've been expecting you.
Sorry, just a little jumpy.
Yeah, we get that a lot down here. Mayor Collins said you'll be identifying the Jane Doe from France.
That's why I'm here.
Right over there. Listen, I have to step out for a minute. Why don't you take a look and I'll be back for the form you have to sign? Great.
Well, it sounds to me like you're gonna go after Link no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay. Just promise me if you get into any trouble at all, you call me, okay?
Thanks. I appreciate that.
I mean, yeah, what the heck, man? You're gonna take down with a bum shoulder. You gotta get that checked out, dude.
You know I don't like hospitals.
Hey, speaking of hospitals, I heard from my mother that Willow, she was released. She's at home.
I didn't realize she's been discharged. Does that mean she's doing better?
I don't know. You should stop by. See her.
I will. I need to meet little Amelia.
Yeah, my mother, she's got some fierce baby fever going on right now. She keeps hinting whether or not trying to find out if me and Sam are going to have kids or something crazy.
Do you want them?
We haven't discussed it.
Oh, I see that you switched from bubbly to sparkling. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm just feeling a little under the weather. Well, I already opened the bottle, and it's like a sin to let it go flat. Are you sure you don't want any more malls? Yeah, no, I'm sure, but I could use something sweet. Is there any dessert?
Yeah, in the bag over there.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I want to hear all about you finding Esme's nanny in England.
Yeah, I mean, it was insane. It was beautiful and rural, and we found her in this little place in Devon. Anyway, I had to drive this road to get there. It was like winding. There was cows everywhere, and then I drove off the road in the middle of the night in the dark.
Okay, excuse me, you drove off the road?
Okay, we'll have dessert ready for you when you get back if Christina ever finds it. Chrissy, what's taking you so long? You had one job.
Okay, I don't know, Sam. Is there something maybe you want to tell me?
Hey, party's over.
Do not meddle. I'm not meddling. I'm just doing Gregory a favor. Did he ask you to do this favor? No. Then don't do it.
You didn't see him. He wants the job. He does. He just doesn't want to give up teaching.
The professor is a big boy. If he wants it so badly, he'll find a way to get it on his own.
Not necessarily. He's a cerebral guy. He doesn't like to make waves. I do. I'm action-oriented.
That's Latin for meddler.
He wants the job. I offered to him. He wants the job, and I'm going to do something about it.
There we go.
Okay.
Sorry to bolt, but I have a really full day.
No. Stay.
I wish I could.
Brooklyn, there's been this really weird tension between us these last few weeks.
What? Huh? No.
Okay, I am sober, I'm calm, I think I'm being rational, so I'll be really disappointed if you're telling me I'm imagining this.
Wow. Really brought out the big guns right away.
Something has clearly changed between us. And I think it has to do with Chase.
What do you mean, if only?
Nothing. Just a wonder I haven't picked it up from one of my students yet.
Dad. Harry. TJ. Morning, Chase.
Are you here to see your brother?
Now, Finn's off this morning. I tweaked a muscle in my shoulder. Came to get it checked out. How about you? What are you doing here?
Ashby, go for the bait.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yes. Well done.
Now let's just hope it all goes according to plan. I can't tell you how grateful I am to you for this, really. That you would step up in this way. It's something that I will never forget.
It's finally over. Feather Weber will never hurt anyone again. Soon they will lock her up. I hope that she suffers. You're too kind to wish that on anybody, but
You're not here and I am, so I get to wish for whatever I want. Of course, the one thing I wish for the most. Everybody talks about moving on, letting go, living my life. It's easier said. I miss you, Brando. I miss you so much.
So good to see you. How's your mom?
Oh, she's hanging in there. Ryan really put my mom and Mac through the ringer.
Well, look on the bright side. Ryan is dead, and Heather is going away until she rots. I say good riddance to lunatics.
I'm still reeling from all of this, though. Not only was Heather the hook the entire time, but her last victim was Austin.
I know. Have you talked to him?
No, I left a message, but I didn't want to push.
I hear you. It's hard to know where that line is with an ex.
Okay. Now we're talking about you and Chase. Am I right?
Whew.